The Mystery on the Great Lakes by Carol Marsh. Chapter 1. When Buffaloes Fly. Christina wiped her mouth with a bright yellow napkin. The spicy hot sauce from the buffalo wings stung her lips and tickled her tongue. Her blue eyes watered until tears streaked her cheeks. Grant grinned, his mouth coated with greasy orange sauce. These are great, but I didn't know buffaloes had wings. Buffalo sauce covered his hands and trickled down his arms to his elbows. "You, Grant," Christina said. She handed him a napkin. Mimi laughed. "Glad you like them," she said, "but buffaloes don't have wings. Buffalo wings are chicken. They're named buffalo wings because they were invented right here in Buffalo, New York." Even eating the messy buffalo wings, Mimi kept her white ruffled blouse and red suit jacket spotless. She somehow didn't seem bothered by the super spicy hot sauce either. Papa took several long gulps of lemonade. He ordered the hottest hot wings, and from the look on his face, they were fiery hot. Of course, Mimi always said he had a mouth made of stainless steel. He could eat and enjoy even hot jalapeno peppers. "Papa, when are we going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?" Christina asked. "We'll be there in no time," Papa replied, his voice hoarse from the hot sauce. "We're just about ready to kick off our tour of the Great Lakes." Grant and Christina often traveled with their mystery writing grandmother, Mimi, as she did research for her books. Her latest book was set to be on the Great Lakes. Their grandfather, Papa, flew the family wherever they needed to go in his red and white airplane, the Mystery Girl. Mimi affectionately referred to him as a cowboy pilot in his Stetson hat, jeans, and leather boots. "Once we finish lunch," he explained, "we're off to board the Mystery Girl. She'll take us over to Cleveland, Ohio. And can you guess which of the Great Lakes you'll find there?" "Lake Erie, right, Papa?" Christina asked. "That's right," Papa replied. "Erie. That's a creepy name for a lake." "Then where were we earlier today?" Grant asked. "Lake Ontario, don't you remember, Grant?" Christina said as she pulled out a map of the Great Lakes and pointed to Lake Ontario. "See, Papa said our route would be Lake Ontario first, then Lake Erie, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, and finally Lake Michigan, or vice versa. I forgot." Grant took the map from Christina to get a better look at the route. Just then, Christina felt the hair on the back of her neck stand straight up. She involuntarily smoothed the hair back in place and turned slowly around in her chair. A family of 3 sat quietly in the corner of the restaurant. Christina prided herself on her keen observation skills. It baffled her that somehow this family could have passed by their table without her noticing. A young girl about Christina's age suddenly met her gaze. It made Christina jump a little. The girl's eyes were striking green. Then, just as quickly, the girl shifted her attention back to her plate. Her simple black dress and tightly pulled back blonde hair made Christina think they were locals. This family couldn't be on vacation. Why did the girl look so serious? And that boy, too. He had to be about Grant's age. The boy's dress pants and white button-down shirt were just as formal as the girl's clothing. Papa cleared his throat. "Wasn't it, Christina?" Christina swung around. "Wasn't it what?" "Oh, sorry, Papa." "Niagara Falls. It sure was pretty this morning." He wiped a bead of sweat from his brow, still feeling the effects of the hot sauce. He grabbed his cowboy hat and fanned his face. Mimi nodded, a tiny smear of sauce on her chin. "I loved every bit of it," Christina answered truthfully, "especially the stories you told us of those daredevils going down the falls in wooden barrels. Just seeing the falls made me wonder why anyone in their right mind would want to do something that crazy." "Oh, yeah, that was so cool," Grant agreed. "I also like seeing the rainbow over the falls and getting wet from the mist." "So, Mimi," Grant continued, "what makes the Great Lakes so, well, great?" "Well, where do I start?" Mimi said. "One of the main things you should know is that the Great Lakes hold about 20% of the fresh surface water in the world." Grant looked puzzled. "Fresh water?" Mimi explained. "Is water